What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. This is your boy Falco, and this is the TalonCast, your one-stop shop of where you can get anything and everything Asher creation related. So I also have to make sure before we get into this to thank all you guys for showing so much love on the last episode. I think that's the episode where we got the most views on and the most engagement and just everything. So I appreciate each and every one of you guys for showing love, and for all you guys who commented or liked or watched it, make sure you guys comment down below. Let's comment down below watch. Let's type watch down below because that means you watched. But yeah, this is episode 13. That was episode 12. We're gonna talk. This is gonna be probably a shorter episode because, in my opinion, not a lot went on this week in Astro Creation. We're kind of in a ramp up period. I feel like of waiting between phase 2.5 and 3. So yeah, it's gonna be an interesting, week coming up. I have a few things to talk about that are gonna be happening actually a few hours from now, because if you guys didn't know, this week and from September, or from what's called July 15th until August 4th, the PTR is gonna be up for 24/7 for anyone who has Alpha 2 access. They're gonna obviously come down for updates and to fix the PTR, and because that's the point of the PTR, to make sure that all the changes that are going to be coming in phase 3 on August 4th are properly implemented, and that the game doesn't die immediately like phase 2.5 did. So it's still going to come down for updates, but it's going to be up 24/7. And I think this is the first time that we've had the game up 24/7 since December. And this is the PTR, where it's going to be a lot more up to date, or a lot more bleeding edge, as Steven would say. So expect to see, hopefully econ updates so we can test that. Hope to see, dynamic gridding, which we're going to talk about actually in this episode, because that's actually one of the things that's going to be happening very, very soon, guys. Extremely soon. Like, we're going to be testing dynamic gridding probably, I'm praying. They said, or at least Roshan said, it's most likely going to be tested on the 16th of July. And it's the 15 right now, and usually they open up the PTR like 10 a.m. So that's going to be very exciting to try that out and see if it actually works, and give them feedback to see how it feels. But I wanted to make this episode mostly to let you guys know, go test out the PTR. We all want Ash of Creation to be an incredible game and be like one of the most played MMOs in history at some point whenever it comes out. So go show your love, go show your support. If you already, have an Alpha 2 access key, you most likely have access to PTR. So go test that out. Right now we're kind of trying to make it so phase 3 feels a lot more like new, but also a lot more like a longer save file, so if certain things break too early, and aren't fun to do, people may leave. So help out. We got 2 weeks to hopefully give Intrepid enough information to where phase 3 does not shit itself like phase 2.5 did, because I will go on and on. I'll knock down the old door. Phase 2.5, well, it crashed and burned. That's probably the worst phase we've had so far, and it's crazy because that's the newest phase. But I'll keep it being. But hopefully we can rectify that with the PTR. But like I was saying before, thank you guys so much for always showing love and support and all that jazz on the podcast. I know we're a newer podcast. It's only episode 13. I still want to have guests on. I will have guests on once phase 3 has started, because I know no one's playing the game right now, and I don't want to put people on the spot to talk about things that maybe they don't want to talk about, or maybe that's not how they talk about stuff on their channel. I'd rather it be strictly about business, in the sense of talking about stuff that can make the game better and not speculation, because not all people want to speculate, and also not all people want to give an opinion that is maybe less savory. Less savory. I like that word. But yeah, guys. Yeah, I mean, are you guys excited to try out dynamic gridding? Dynamic gridding is about to be finally testable. Roshan wrote us a message. By the way, let me look at my notes real quick. Roshan wrote us a message on the Discord, and he was saying that today, which was the 15th, which was Monday of July, today we were testing mostly on the PTR guild storage, because obviously storage was a big problem in phase 2, where people were, yeah, able to dupe stuff and it was just bad. It was just bad. And they don't want that to happen, because then they'll have to wipe the server earlier, because you know we don't want dupes. We don't want that and like immediately will ruin the economy if you're able to dupe shit. So they want to make sure that does not happen, especially with all these new changes coming into the game, because it seems like there's going to be a lot of new changes. Like we still haven't even tested out the econ updates yet. We don't know when that's coming to the PTR. I would hope it's sooner than later, considering we only have like 2.5 weeks or so to test this before August 4th. But who knows? Who knows? But yeah, they did that. We did what's called testing of guild storage. And then they also did a patch like at 2 p.m. Pacific or 2:30, or what was it? It was between 2 and 3 p.m. Pacific, where they did a patch to prep the server for dynamic gridding going online tomorrow, or today, because it's late when I'm filming this. All right, so that's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be very, very, very interesting. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. I hope you guys are as well, and the people who are watching this. The day this comes out, which is the 16th of July, dynamic gridding most likely. Cross my fingers. I'm not gonna say, because they didn't give us a definitive yes, and I wouldn't take a definitive yes. That it's gonna be up, because shit changes and shit breaks, and that's I'm assuming it's a very intricate system. So I want to give them some grace on this, because like I said, not a lot of games have dynamic gridding. I think only one game, and that's Star Citizen. So I want to give them grace. Soften up. I feel I want to be fair. I'm a fair person. I will criticize Intrepid when shit is like kind of like annoying. Annoying stuff does happen between like Intrepid and the community. But I want to be fair and rational and conscious of that shit. Let me know how you guys feel about that. But like I said, this is gonna be a shorter episode because there ain't much to talk about yet. Next episode is probably gonna be a lot bigger or a lot longer, because hopefully I have 5 days of PTR stuff to talk to you guys about, on how I feel about certain things that are being changed, or how dynamic gridding feels, or just things in general. Because last thing that happened in PTR was the 5 new weapons that they introduced to the game, which, I mean, they're fun, but like we already talked about that last episode. I don't need to beat the dead horse. So yeah, I'm sorry that this episode is shorter, but I refuse to miss an episode. Comment down below, like I said, if you guys want me to talk about specific things, you guys have specific things that you guys think we should address. Comment down below, especially not going into this PTR. Maybe you test out the PTR and you wanna know my take on like a specific thing going on within it, or a specific interaction that you had within the game, like within the system. I'm always here to like give my opinion. Obviously, these are opinions that I'm talking about. Not everything I say is factual, unless I say that's what someone said, like word of mouth. But yeah, let me know. I would really enjoy to have a list of questions from you motherfuckers who ask questions, like a few. But yeah, if you made it this far, which isn't really far, type down below, Rubik's Cube. Type Rubik's Cube if you made it to this point in the video. As well as like the video, comment down below, subscribe to the channel, hit the noti bell so you know when these podcasts come out, because they come out every Tuesday. As well as don't forget to check out the Discord down below, because we're going to be playing in the Discord during phase 3. So come by, say hi, vibe out. Maybe you want to play, maybe you want to vibe, maybe you need a team to grind with. Come grind with us. I have a Discord. It's called Falco Nation. Join the Discord, as well as join the main channel. I have a main channel. If you just are new to this, podcast, go check out the main channel where I put out gameplay content weekly for Ashes of Creation. And join the streams. I stream every Saturday and Sunday at 6 p.m. Come by and say hi, vibe out, chill with me. We play games. We play Ashes mostly, I would say, on stream. But obviously when it's dead as a doornail like it is right now, we try to figure out other ways to entertain you guys and just play games with you and just enjoy the community together. So you feel me? Like, you understand. If something's dead, you gotta kind of make do with what you got, you know. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I don't want to go over the top because, like I said, there ain't shit to talk about really. Like other than the dynamic meshing is probably going, or dynamic gridding is going to probably be tested in a few hours, hopefully. Let's cross our fingers, boys. Let's pray to the friggin' MMO gods that we got some new content to try. Let's pray. Let's say a prayer together. All right, done. Other than that, thank you for watching. I appreciate you guys. Like I said, next episode should be longer. But yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Your boy Falco's out. Don't wanna say goodbye.